and hundreds of soldiers to battle a fire that has ravaged a third of the country's key nature reserve. Etosha National Park is one of the region's top tourist attractions, known for its vast salt pan that can be seen from space. Now, it is also home to critically endangered black rhinos. The fire reportedly broke out last week at a charcoal production facility outside the park's borders. In the past week, the blaze has spread into the park, killing at least 9 antelope and destroying wildlife habitats. And for more on this, we are joined on the line by a freelance journalist in Windhoek in Namibia. That's Shelley Petersen. Now, Shelley, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on Africa Update.
Good afternoon. It's quite windy here in Windhoek, but essentially, the damage in Etosha National Park, they have said it's about 34% now, and it seems to be ravishing on. We had the commissioner for our national police, Namibian police force, Ishmael Basson, who is currently on the ground, and the fires are affecting his region the most, the Omusati region. He described it as very bad. They are not managing very well. Hopefully, with the extra personnel that arrived yesterday, it will go a bit better.
And where did the extra personnel come from? Different parts of Namibia?
Yeah. So currently we have about 200 staff members of our environment, forestry and tourism ministry there. We also have over 300 soldiers that was deployed on Saturday after an emergency cabinet meeting to go over to that side. Then they're expecting an additional 200 soldiers to join the fight on the ground at the Etosha National Park.
Now, take us through, Shirley, what makes Etosha National Park so significant and what impact it has had on grazing pasture in the Omusati and Oshana regions bordering Angola.
Yeah. Well, the Etosha National Park, as you said, it's home to one of the most biodiverse animals or range of animals, also plants and other greenery. It brings in about, if I can say, Namibian dollars, which is 1 to South African dollars. Annually, we get in about 40 million Namibian dollars in from the Etosha National Park. So it's quite precious to us. Our conservancies are all around there. So our smaller communities also make money from the Etosha National Park. Now, the damage so far hasn't been quantified, but farmers are saying it's quite tremendous because it came from the southern parts of our northern side of Namibia. It came from Ochu. It went straight up to the border that you're talking about, close to the Angolan border. We have the two regions there that are quite heavily impacted. If I can give you some of the reporting from our colleagues who are on the ground, they said so it affects 3 regions. It's not just the Omusati and the Oshana region. It came from the Kunene region. As you said, there are some antelopes who were injured, but from my colleagues on the ground, they said they believe that animals have died in this fire, but government is quite quiet on that. We are expecting an update later on today. But yeah, so the conservancies have been closed down for a while.
Yeah.
A lot of the entrances, about 4 entrances, have also been closed because they're still trying to fight the fire. They say it's horrible during the day and they aren't managing during the day. Hopefully at night they are able to fight it a bit more effectively than they are
Now, Shelley,
right
because
now.
of time, I just have to interject there. Is government equipped for this fire, basically, so these fires? Are they equipped? Do they have enough equipment? And just also looking at the impact on the tourism of the country.
Yeah. So we're not really very equipped, right? If we're talking about over, I think, 10,000 hectares that have been affected right now, we only have 6 fire trucks. We only have 2 helicopters who's able to fight that. It's not enough. So government is trying to get additional support from other regions that are coming from the south to the northern part of Namibia. I believe, I mean, this is the time where we usually have our tourists come in, look at our animals. So that has also now been completely stopped since last week, Monday. It's been a week. So that is definitely going to impact our revenue coming from that side. And the animals, I mean, that's the biggest concern.
Yeah, also
how are
impacted.
our animals doing?
Yeah. Well, Shirley,
Yeah.
we have run out of time and are going to have to leave it there for today. Thank you so much for joining us on Africa Update.
Thank you very much for having me.
That's freelance journalist in Windhoek, Namibia, Shelley Petersen, joining us on the line.
Mornings made better with Peter and Asanda on Rise and Shine.